Hi, Ben, are you there? Was it not doing it?
Hello.
Right, Ben.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just waiting for Alex.
Yeah.
Leah can't make it, mate.
Oh, no. This dude molted to sub-adult recently.
Nice, bro. Nice.
I'm hoping to maybe find him a female soon. This is the
Sweet.
peacock mantis, pseudo-impusa, pinnivoponus.
What's up, Alex? Not Alex Tarantula Haven, different Alex.
Yeah. Hi, Alex.
He's one of my mates. Was
Cool.
Tarantula Haven?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm good, man.
Did you send him the message?
Yeah, I think he's here.
Oh, cool.
Right,
Hey.
Alex?
Hey guys, how you doing?
Not too bad.
Yeah, hello.
What you been up to,
Hey, Ben.
Alex?
Just making my video. I finished up my video last night. Stayed up a little bit late. I think I stayed up till 2 a.m. working on it. But yeah, it's out right now for my Patreon member. Be out first thing in the morning tomorrow.
I was
Cool.
up until 2 watching movies.
Lewis, I don't know if I showed you, but have you seen this? Wherever it is. Can't. Moving.
Is that your Celbius?
Yeah. It's a really tiny little scorpion. Believe it or not,
Pathogenic.
mate. Yeah, and that's an adult female.
Ugh. How's your Diamantiensis start doing, Alex?
Great. They're actually in second install right now, and they're ready to go. I've got a few people lined up. I'm sending some too, and then I've got a few private sales that I'm doing. And I've also got a vendor lined up that she's going to take the rest. And there's a Repticon going on, I guess Halloween weekend, next weekend. And she's going to take them then. I'm going to take them to her because it's near.
One sec. Oh. How do you switch your camera?
Uh,
Oh, there we go. My Diamantiensis.
Oh, very nice.
they are
Female?
cool.
What? Sorry.
Is that a female?
No, it's only a juvie.
Oh, so you don't know yet.
Paid a good price for it. Oh,
Oh, yeah, yeah.
£20 with enclosure.
Well, that's not too bad.
Yeah.
They're generally like 20 quid a sling, though, aren't they?
Yeah.
25
Yeah.
for a 1 centimeter sling.
Wow.
25.
They are cool. Spiders, though.
Yeah, I love mine, me. One sec.
What you guys been up to?
Chilling.
Ben, you get
Sorting
bitten by any more jumpers?
No. That female's gone to stay with someone else. Hopefully, they'll get slinged with her.
Yeah.
I don't know, but I've got a massive addition planned.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I don't know whether I should reveal it or not.
You gonna wait till your video release?
I've got to wait until it comes in from China.
Oh,
Oh.
you're ordering China.
Yeah, well, I've got a contact through her. It's cities, so it's endangered.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, because we
Wow.
need paperwork to import endangered species over here.
Right.
Yeah, I think that's the same for most places with the CITES animals.
Yeah.
It's a true spider, though.
Oh, really?
I think I know which one it is.
I'm kind of thinking maybe a trapdoor of some sort.
Along, yeah.
Okay.
It's certain
I think I
ones,
know
like,
what you're talking about. Yeah.
which one do you think it is?
Oh gosh, excuse me. I'm sorry. I'm a little bit under the weather this morning. Um. Oh, I'm not really all that familiar with the trapdoors. I do know that they have that trapdoor spider, the Chinese one with the abdomen that looks like an Oreo cookie.
That's the one I'm getting.
That's the one, yeah. I don't know the name of it though.
Rickety trap dog or a door or
That's,
Chinese
that's the
hourglass.
one, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh,
not
yeah.
cheap. Not
No,
cheap.
not here either. A friend of mine, the vendor that they're selling the Diamantinensis to, she had some and they were like $200 each, and she sold out pretty quick.
I got offered a breeding pair for 200.
Wow. Hey, Angel
Yeah,
Arachnids.
they are awesome.
But there is people who have got them cheaper, but they're not always legitly imported.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's always the issue, isn't it?
Yeah, you got to be careful in this hobby. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what I've noticed, especially with most of the European hobby. It's all done illegally.
It's kind of
Not
shady.
all of it,
Yeah.
just
Well,
some
yeah,
of it.
yeah,
It's just being careful, knowing your traders and your dealers in it.
yeah,
It's like I've got a few wild caught, but I know they've been done sustainably.
yeah. Like the majority of the scorpions you're going to find are done
I've got
shakily.
I've got a Aikmani brown form, and I've got a Vietnam Spinosus centipede.
I'm tempted to get a centipede here soon.
Do it. You won't regret it. Alex, the way it happened with me, I got drunk and ordered one.
Yeah, let's see. You drunk ordered, huh? That's always a bad thing. You never know what you're gonna get then.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially a
Yeah.
centipede as well.
Yeah. After I watched Couch Locked Arachnophobia's video on the centipede that he has, I'm kind of wanting one. I'm not sure.
Craig's awesome with and that centipede as well. It's got a Pendra Galapagos.
Yep. I got a friend. She's selling the Dihani.
Oh yeah, they're nice.
The honeys are nice, yeah.
Yeah.
I want one of the Trigus, is it? Blue leg?
Oh
Trigger
yeah.
Panodus, yeah.
Yeah.
Is that the one they call the mint leg?
No, that's the one that's £300.
Yeah, those are crazy expensive.
Yeah. The one I'm on about is about 30 quid for a sling.
Oh, that's not bad at all.
Yeah. From what I've seen, though, the American centipedes seem to be a lot nicer than the Asian species, like temperament-wise.
Oh yeah, they do bite. They do deliver quite a nasty bite, though.
Yeah.
That's why
So
you use forceps, and if it charges at you, you slam the lid fast. That's not the one I need to watch out for. It's me scorpion.
yeah, which one?
Jade, you know, the tigerine.
Oh yeah.
Petranosymi. Yeah, it's evil, that thing. It's learned to climb up its head and try and grab the forceps off me.
Yeah.
Runs at me.
I was stung by my little tiny Liocheles celebes, which is that really tiny scorpion I just showed off. I was trying to get a picture for
Yo.
I was trying to get a picture for the Bug Shows UK magazine, and it just got me on my thumb.
Just now?
Well, sorry.
Hey, Ben.
Yo. They're both called Ben.
They're both. I got two Bens. I want to know how to tell them apart. Ben's Reptiles and Ben's Pets. There we go.
Ben's Reptiles, the one with the mad animals like the anaconda.
Oh, yeah, those are illegal here now in Florida, state of Florida. We can't keep those anymore.
Yeah.
It's to do with the Everglades in it.
Yeah. Because we've got Burmese pythons established, some anacondas, some Colombian boa constrictors. So it's too hospitable for them, so they are establishing themselves in the wild.
Yeah. I did a lot of research into how they escaped and stuff.
Mm-hmm. We used to have a big reptile breeding facility down in the Everglades, and they think that when Hurricane Andrew passed through back in the 80s, it blew the facility down and several escaped.
I heard it set on fire. I don't know whether that's true.
Yeah, I'm not really sure that, but I do know that Hurricane Andrew pretty much flattened out a lot of the southern part of Florida, and I think that facility was hit pretty hard, and several escaped, and of course they've established themselves. There was even a case of some cobras that had gotten loose, and there's a lot of sugarcane fields out there, and they had discovered some in the sugarcane fields, but I think they contained that one.
Yeah,
that would have been kind of
tegus, isn't there?
I'm sorry?
In the tegus as well.
Oh yeah, tegus. Yeah, we've got lots and lots of wildlife out here. We've got the tegus. The green iguanas are, considered a problem. And we've even got chameleons. There's a huge population of veiled chameleons down south, and they think that they were purposely released for the pet trade. That they just kind of released them to allow them to breed on their own and just kind of proliferate, and then they just collect them and sell them as wild caught.
I know you've got a lot of like koi and pacu and stuff in your waterways, haven't you?
Yeah, lots of invasive fish. There's the Managance cichlid is invasive. Pacu.
Mitis,
the suckerfish, Plecostomus. Yeah, we have the Plecostomus, the giant ones, and those have established themselves. Yeah. We are just completely overrun with invasive here. even way down in the Florida Keys, they have the giant African rat. That there's a population of those established there.
I hope to come over in the future fishing, to be honest.
Oh yeah, the fishing's great here.
I'm a big fisherman.
Yeah, we are the Florida. Florida's pretty much the bass capital of the world, I think, or at least of the United States.
I
Since you got
travelled, over the southern states, and I went bass fishing in Kentucky, and the
Oh,
lake and all the houses were under the water, so I couldn't go fishing.
oh gosh. Is
Green Lake in Kentucky, I was on.
yeah.
that a corn snake you've got there?
I think it's an albino king snake, but I'm not
Oh,
too sure.
king snake. Oh, I see the stripes.
It
Yeah,
it definitely looks, yeah, king snake.
yeah. I've got
Yeah,
a, corn snake that's the same color, so it kind of resembled it. And I was wondering if that was.
I've got a
Yeah,
royal one.
I've got. I'm not even going to go through the list of what I've got. I'm picking up a reticulated python tomorrow.
Let's see if you can see that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Looks
Oh, yeah,
like a
that's
snowstorm.
my corn snake. I called them Voldemort.
Why not? Why not?
Yeah. Snakes are really cool. Um, I
Hey,
personally,
Ollie's Exotics, how you doing? Stone Circle.
I know Northern Exotics is in it. Richard Difficult Pub. Did anyone watch Pet Rock and Roll's live stream last night?
Yeah.
I watched some of it.
Ben,
They was on till 3:30 this morning.
Ben, touchy subject.
Oh yeah, but yeah, they was on. Oh shit! Hang on. Excuse me. I can't flip my camera on here. I don't think.
You go into more, and then you go into settings, and it'll say camera.
Where more?
Right. You know where it says mic, cam, guest, more?
Yeah.
Have you got that? Press more.
Hang on.
And then go into settings, and it should say camera.
It says camera, but it says. Oh wait, there you go. Hang on. Now back out of that. Here we go. This will be easier way to show you my animals. I don't know where my anaconda's head is. There's my anaconda. I don't know how well you're going to see her.
Yeah, she's gorgeous.
Yellow, isn't she? Yellow anaconda.
Yeah, yellow anaconda. Bubba. Somewhere in there is my Savannah monitor, or Bosk if you're in the UK. It's easier, but he's in there somewhere. I know he's always over there. Look. There he is.
Oh, he's a little bit.
He's only a little baba.
Yeah.
Come here, dude.
Oh, he's pretty friendly.
This is him being friendly. You should saw him the other day.
He's not normally.
No, he's not. My Cambridge female.
Are you looking for a mature male for her?
Yeah, why?
I was just wondering because I think I know a few people.
Labrador runner. And Juvie next to her. Big female, more Juvie. OBT.
I would try and get Jade out, but she might try and kill me.
And then we have one in here. I'm not even going to try and find it. It's in pre-molt. Royal.
Yeah.
I've got too many animals. I've probably.
And you still keep buying them.
Don't even.
False photo cobra.
Wow.
It's het lavender, isn't it?
Yeah. Excuse me. I did not give you permission to come out.
He's like, I do what I want.
Get back in there.
Yeah, pretty much. It's like, I don't give a damn. I'm coming out.
Get in. Yep, that went wrong. Give me a second, guys. Let me try and get it back. Keep trying to block my hand.
Hey, Angel and Tom. Yeah, I hope it's a cold too. I woke up this morning. Last night I was feeling fine. Woke up this morning, had the sniffles, runny nose, a little bit stuffy. I thought maybe it was my allergies acting up because every now and then I do get some allergies. But my wife had a little bit of a cold a couple days ago, and I think I've caught it, and I'm hoping that's what it is. If it doesn't, I hope it doesn't get any worse than that. Of course, we always dread the C word. So if it keeps on, I'm gonna go get tested. Oh wow, Burmese.
Yeah. Stunning.
I had a beautiful 9-foot, I think, Burmese python, and I had to sell her after we moved to this house.
Mm.
Wow, you've got quite the collection.
Oh,
he's picking more up, Alex.
Wow.
He had a blackthroat monitor at one point.
Yeah, I did. This is my European eye lizards tank. I've got two.
Oh, they're
here.
gorgeous.
There's the male. I was gonna try something. I don't know where the female is, but the male's down there. And then we've got the king snake. And then 25 plus tarantulas. We have the. So if it's going to focus.
Kilbrachus.
Yeah, I can't even pronounce that.
Yeah.
Kilbrachus. We have.
Thank you, Angel and Tom.
Ben, your favourite species. What one was it? You talk about in a certain person's life.
Oh, Monocentropus balfouri.
Yep, I got that for it. We have.
Oh no, not the Balfouri gang.
Oh no, I've only got one. I'd never get another one. We have B. Amelia.
Mm.
You know, you see her. She's a nightmare. Right. I know it's not mature yet, but I have. Oh, let's just make sure we've got the tub the right way. I don't even know the species.
Good luck with that one.
It's male, so if anyone's got a female juvenile, want to buy it, go for it. And then we have my Albie Peloton.
Yeah, Angel. He's always buying stuff.
Wait, who's talking about me?
She's on about you, Ben's reptiles.
Actually,
Ben,
Angel and Tom.
She said, Ben, I can't believe you have some coming.
They're actually talking about me. I've got Balfouris coming, believe it or not.
Oh, really?
What?
Yeah, I traded my orchid mantis for them.
Do we need to check your temperature?
Mate, I knew someone that was looking for one of these. He offered me £15 for it. Told him to go away.
15
That's
quid.
good price. 15 for.
Yeah, but I wouldn't sell them. They're amazing.
And I hang on, let me sort wrong button. Sort my camera out quick.
Oh yeah. They're on about Balfouris, yeah. Okay. Now I know.
Good. I've got a female Caribbean bronze, which I'm looking for a male for.
That's
fair enough.
Something.
Don't even ask me that. No.
Robbie's not feeling the best, mate.
Yeah.
I'm taking it all in. I'm sitting here watching Ben's all of his reptiles and stuff. It's quite the collection. I don't envy your feeding bill.
My feeding bill is not too bad. I spend the feed my snakes. I spend about £106 on snake food. That's all frozen. Live food for like all my lizards and that. I spend about 70-80 quid. So it's not too bad.
Is that monthly?
Yeah, that's monthly. I buy everything monthly. I don't do that weekly stuff. I spend too much if I do it weekly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do
any of you have a PO Minia? I love my two.
No, I don't have a PO.
I have 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just recently acquired them. I didn't used to have them, but I felt like I needed them.
Link for what?
So I picked some up.
Yeah, I've got a sling, and then I've got a mature male and female, which I've paired up. So hopefully that goes well.
Oh yeah, they breed relatively easy.
Yeah. And he's been producing sperm webs like there's no tomorrow.
Yeah, yeah. I'm sure you will be successful with that.
Yeah, it's my first breeding project. I'm really nervous about it.
Oh, well, that's cool. That's a good one to start out with.
Yeah.
That unit are custom made, heated.
Nice.
Converted it myself.
I've got a female double gilded mantis. It's not fully grown yet. It's still quite small, but it's sexed as female from the spider shop.
Yeah. So this here is my
male then.
This is my sub-adult male P. Pinnivoponus, which is the peacock mantis, and these are really cool once they get to adult size.
Yeah.
Come on. This is Lewis, are you sending Rob the link?
Yeah, I am, mate.
Yeah, I thought he was frozen there for a second.
Wait. How does this work? I just moved to the top. That's really confusing me. Because I was down by Alex. Then it moved.
I don't even know.
That's weird. Now
it's got a mind of its own. It's musical stream windows.
I need to feed my mantis.
I fed all mine yesterday.
My mantis will take like large locusts if I let it. It's mental, but it's not even that big.
What species is that?
Double gilded.
Oh yeah. Most of mine are really good eaters. Some of you may know that I'm massively into my mantids.
Yeah, Ben is into his mantis just like I'm into my scorpions. Big time.
So is that what you mostly do, Ben? Is your mantids?
Yeah, I like my oddball invertebrates, so yeah.
Show you giant water bug, bro.
Oh, it's upstairs, and it.
Gutted, man.
Yeah, I'm scared of it. They are cool animals.
I want to get.
I remember when you used to pick it up.
Yeah.
Hey Ben, I just recently paired my green bottle blue. I don't know if you caught that video, but she looks like she's starting to prepare a spot for her egg sac. So I'm hoping that one turns out good.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
I want a green bottle blue. I haven't added one to my collection yet.
Oh yeah,
they are
you
awesome.
You gotta have one.
I know, it's basically a giant Diamantiensis.
Yeah. Yeah.
Pretty much. I've got a few animals growing up at Scott's. I've got about 8 there, haven't I?
Yeah.
Some unusual ones.
Yeah. Lewis, it's a pity you wasn't going live tomorrow, to be honest. I'd have shown you this nightmare of a reticulated python I'm picking up. Apparently she's evil, so it could be fun.
Well, yeah, that's most
Right,
reticulated
Rob?
pythons, though.
True.
You got the room for that?
Yeah, I've got.
Yeah, trust me, he has.
Oh, mate.
He used to breed them, Alex.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow. Hey, Rob, how you doing?
Rob is a bit froze, or is it just me?
How you doing, Alex?
I think he's
you all right?
I'm doing all right.
Ain't nothing but a tarantula party.
Trying to get over this cold.
Yeah, colds are the worst.
Yeah. I'm hoping it's a cold.
Oh, you got
Yeah.
a cold, you, Alex.
He thinks it is.
But when you get a cold nowadays, you don't know what it is.
Right. You know,
Yeah,
you worry, you know, and I've been
No,
around
my
kids
luck,
and
No,
we,
no, my luck, it'd be swine flu because I'm a swine.
yeah. I've had this past week, we had in my classes, I've had 14 students that have been sent home for quarantine. So when that happens, you start to wonder, you know.
Yeah. But don't you have to quarantine as well, Alex?
Well, you know, you would think so, but they're doing some funny stuff here. They're trying to keep everybody in school, and you know, I live in Florida, and our governor has lifted all restrictions, and people are getting sick left and right. One thing that they told us was, you know, if we test positive, but we're asymptomatic, we're still required to work. Just wear our mask. And I mean, I don't know where that makes any sense, considering I'll probably be infecting others. But they've changed that now, and now they said that, you know, if you test positive, we do have to quarantine for 2 weeks. But if I haven't been in close contact with those students that have been exposed or those students that were infected, then unless I get sick, I still have to come in. So I don't have to quarantine. Yeah, they're only doing any that's close proximity.
Here, if 2 people test positive, the
I
whole
met a guy.
Yeah, you know, and honestly, I think that's how it should be, because we're not going to control it. Otherwise, it's just going to go crazy.
Already has.
I met a guy. Sorry, Lewis. I met a guy the other day. He works in the film industry, and he had to have a prick test.
Yeah.
To see if he's got any antibodies, whether he's had it before or not, and then he still has to go for the normal COVID test as well, even though he's had the blood test. He still has to go for the normal one. It's weird.
Yeah,
it's weird how the amount of companies that are spending hundreds of pounds to get their staff tested is unbelievable.
Yeah. Yeah. And we have to, and it varies. I mean, here in the US, it varies from state to state. Some states, of course, take it more seriously than others, but Florida is very, I guess, we've got our conservative states, and this is a Republican state pretty much. So our governor's Republican, and he pretty much goes along with whatever the current administration is doing and saying. So they're all for opening everything up and bring the economy up, but of course people are getting sick and all that. So it just depends on where you live, how restricted it is.
It's like I was watching on YouTube the other day. Do you know who Brian Barczyk is? He lives in Michigan, but he's allowed to reopen his zoo. He's being allowed to reopen his zoo and allow people to get hands-on with animals. Like, answer me that.
And we can't even go a show.
No.
Yeah, big difference, you know.
I think with what America's doing is I think they've closed their in. No one can travel into America. Am I right, Alex?
I think so. And as far as I know, other countries don't want us either. You know, we're forbidden
So
from
I
traveling
think
to
that's
any other
why
countries.
there are shows open in America. I think that's why the shows open in America is because they're not allowing people in. So
Yeah.
they're just leaving as it is in whatever states they have the
Right.
shows. So people can go
Oh well,
to
there's always next year.
Yeah.
Yeah. In fact,
Yeah,
there's a reptile show going on this coming weekend here in Jacksonville, which is close to me. And as far as I know, they haven't just opened it up to the general public or just for anybody to come in whenever. What they're doing is they're selling tickets in advance, and they're giving you time slots when you can come. So you buy a ticket for a time slot, and then you show up. And
yeah, they were on about doing something like that with our shows, but then the government just went, "No, you're not doing it."
Yeah.
Even though the event place was okay with it.
Yeah.
But which
Alex, can I just ask you one thing? You live in Jacksonville.
I live close to Jacksonville. I'm about an hour away. Yeah, I live south of Jacksonville.
Are the vampires real?
Rob, you lagged out.
Yeah. You broke up.
Have I?
Yeah.
You know the Twilight films. They're filmed in Jacksonville.
Oh yeah. That's just north of us.
Yeah, that's what I was just saying. Are vampires real in Jacksonville?
No, I think that was supposed to take place in Oregon or something.
But it's a very forestry where you are, correct?
Oh yeah. There's a lot of forest here. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, thirsty.
So when you look at Florida, you look at Florida as in a state where it's covered by palm trees and sand, but then you look at lower state Florida and it's like full of oak trees and
Right. Yeah. And that's most of Florida is like oak trees and pine trees and so on. When you get further south, then it's a lot more built up further south, and you've got a lot of nicer areas as far as like touristy kind of places. So then that's where you'll see all the palm trees.
Alex, you live far from Camp Cannon?
I'm not sure where that is.
He's South Point. He's right down in the south near Jupiter, I think.
Yeah, near Jupiter. Camp Cannon.
What he does for the reptile community is unbelievable.
Yeah.
But they've got Chantler's Wildlife, I think that's how you say it. Like, he's got a mad facility, but he's not allowed to have his yellow anacondas on display because of the new licensing laws over there.
Yeah.
I like Predator or Prey.
It's the same with I don't know if Alex, are you familiar with Bob Clark over in United States?
Bob Clark.
Everyone knows who Bob Clark is.
He breeds science and stuff.
He's a well-known breeder in United States.
Yeah.
Produced the first super crimson albino green iguana.
Right. Yeah.
The first ever leucistic Burmese python.
Yeah. I'm familiar with Bob Clark. He's further south though. He's closer toward the Everglades.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah. But yeah, he always he has a thing with the UK as well, where he can, if I was to order something from him in the United States, he can get it delivered to me at my door within 3 days.
Yeah, wow. That's what I was reading up, Rob, because I wanted to get another reticulated python off him, because I've had one off him in the past. He works with all the Koreans, and I wanted to get another retic off him, but I said to him, how many days will it take for it to get it? He said, it'll be out the door when you order it. It'll take another 2 days to get to you. I was like, that's mad.
Depends whether with COVID, though, whether you'd have to have it quarantined.
No, it's where...
I don't think you would.
Because I got told my spider has to be from China.
I'm ordering a bigger retic off him. I'm not ordering...
It has to be quarantined, apparently.
I'm ordering a retic off him at like 15, 16 foot. I don't think anyone wants to hold that for a while, do you?
I do.
That's a big retic.
I don't care.
The one I'm getting...
Anyone like cat?
Yeah.
Oh, kitty cat.
A cat.
That's Milo. That's Milo.
I have a dog, though.
So as this is Lewis's stream with Alex at Tarantula Haven, so Alex missed probably about half an hour of Alex's of Lewis's stream. So what's new? What's new in the Tarantula Haven?
Well, I just was telling him I just finished up a video for it's being released tomorrow. On my Halloween tarantula series that I was doing. Also, my green bottle blue is preparing, I think, to make her egg sac. She's been kind of like making herself a little nesting area, just webbing all around. So I'm assuming that's probably what she's getting ready to do. So hopefully I'll be able to get some footage of that, or at least whatever I can of it. Yeah, I'm really hoping that it's successful, because I keep hearing about, how they'll produce eggs, but they'll usually won't be good, or they go bad and all that kind of stuff. So I'm hoping that they'll be successful.
How's your sorry, Alex, how's your Dorothea diamantinensis?
They're doing great. Last night I was separating them out, and because I'm getting ready to sell them off, and so far it looks like I haven't had any losses, which is unbelievable with an egg sac. Usually you end up with some that... I'm sorry?
Did you manage to get a count?
Not yet. I'm not finished yet. Right now I'm up to like 30. And it's so difficult to rehouse them because they run all over the place. So I have to pull them out one at a time, and usually it's like chase them around the table and get them in the little cup, and then finally, put them up. But I managed to get, I think, like 32 yesterday, and I still got quite a few left in the big tub. So I'm estimating maybe 60, 70. I'm not sure. That's my guess. Yeah, it was a good sack.
From the dwarf tarantula as well. That's actually quite good.
Yeah. Yeah, and she wasn't a very big female either. I wasn't expecting that many, especially being her first sack. I was thinking more along the lines of 30, 40, because somebody told me that theirs produced that much. So I was thinking, I might have that much, but no, she had quite a few. I'm up to 32, and there's still probably about that many still in the tub. So hopefully I'll get quite a few out of them. I know I've got a couple lined up for private sales, and I want to give some away. Richard Stewart of the Tarantula Collective let me know that he wanted some, so I'm going to be sending him some. And so, I think I'm sending some to the couple that does the tarantula cribs also. They said they wanted some.
So
maybe Midgard would like some as well.
Yeah.
So that's one thing as
Rob,
well with when you look at YouTube compared to United States and Europe, including England, it's a bigger Europe is a bigger thing, if you know what I mean, Alex. It's like you can only, like with you guys over in the United States, YouTube wise, you can only do your giveaways standard, whereas Europe are open.
Right. Right. You can send to other countries within the European area, whereas we have to pretty much limit it to the United States. Even Canada, which is neighboring, is a big deal. We can't do that. And I mean, sometimes with the giveaways, what I've seen a lot of people do is they'll probably like contact a European vendor and then see if they'll sponsor their giveaway.
That's what Raggy Tees does. They will contact the vendor in the United States.
Yeah, and handle it through them. Yep. Ollie's Exotics. Do I have any aquariums? Yes, I actually have 2 aquariums. And I did a video on them. Didn't gain much interest, but I didn't get a lot of views. But I think it was last Christmas. I was setting it up as a aquascaped aquarium. I bought the soil and everything for it and set up plants and it did very well. And right now I'm starting to see a little bit of a decline. The plants are all doing fine, but I've been losing fish. So I'm trying to figure out what's going on in water.
Rana.
Well, all I have is I just put some cardinals in, and I had some cherry raspberry, or not some, it was cherry barbs is what they were, and then I've got a couple of bristlenose placos in there. But yeah, they were doing well, and and my little cherry shrimp too, and they were doing well. But lately, I've seen a decline. I've a couple of fish, and I just want to make sure I get my water right. And then I've got a little small micro aquarium, and I've got that one aquascaped as well, and I've got some neons in there and some cherry shrimp too, and they're doing fine in there.
You can't beat neons in an aquarium.
I just like watching them. Yeah, they're just beautiful to watch.
Every aquarium's got neon tetras.
Yeah. No, I'm not using RO water. Yeah, cardinals are pretty sensitive. They've done well, but I need to make sure that I get my water levels right and all that. And I just haven't had a whole lot of time to deal with it. Everything's been for YouTube and the channel, so my fish have been kind of neglected.
My neighbor's got a fish tank. She's got tropical fish, and she's had 2 angel fish. One was brought before the other one, and the smaller one that she brought has outgrown the other one. But they were her 2 main fish that she got into her aquarium. But the other fish that she's brought, they've been dying off. But the main fish that have stayed in that have been in the aquarium are fine. But I don't know if it's her water quality or what. So she's just been buying fish.
Rob, it could be the angelfish killing them. They can be quite aggressive. Territorial.
Yeah, they're really territorial.
Especially if they pair off.
The angelfish are doing fine, but the other fish are like dying off. She even had a
they will attack.
But the only small fish I'd keep with small fish, the only small fish I'd keep with angelfish are Danios, just because they're really fast.
Gouramis. I'd keep them with gouramis.
Yeah.
Gouramis.
I'll tell you what I'm going to do is I'm going to get some piranha and I'm going to put some angelfish in the tank and see how they like it.
Get some Edom Tetras.
I wouldn't do that.
Vicious as out.
Say that again, Lewis.
I said get some Edom Tetras. The more vicious than piranhas. They'll strip a meat in 10 seconds.
Yeah, piranha are legal here.
Alex and get a water moccasin. That was sort
yeah.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
True, Wally. Good shout, mate.
Yeah,
Talking
we can
about
have piranha here because they'll probably end up in our waters as well, and we'll have another invasive species.
Talking about piranhas, Alex, you've got in Florida, you've got an influx of pacu.
Yeah.
We were talking about this before, weren't we, Alex?
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, we've got several invasive fish.
Fishing, large pacu.
Yeah. We got pacu, we've got the giant Plecostomus, and other like different cichlid species.
All invasive.
I know in the ocean we also have the lionfish that have been breeding like crazy.
Yeah, the big coral danger.
That pet page. Is there any tarantula that I would not keep? I used to say the Stromatopelma calciatum, the feather leg baboon, but I have one now. It was given to me by a subscriber, so I actually enjoy it. I get to see it every morning. It's sitting out in the open, and then it runs inside as soon as I turn on the lights, and it's actually more enjoyable than my HMAC. But no, I don't think that there is one that I would not keep. I choose not to keep any Saragossa because they're just so big. I'm a little bit intimidated by the moisture, dependent species, but I keep some. I think I could keep it just fine. But it's just an issue of space. I don't have tons of space in here. So if I were to get one, I would have to have enough space for it, and I think that would be a problem for me. So I tend to stay away from the Saragossas.
I've seen a lot of people having issues with the Iridopalma Hiroshima, if I'm pronouncing that right. I can't
see them.
Yeah, they're having issues when they get to adulthood, and they're dying off. But I've got one. Mine's a juvenile female, and I leave it alone. All I do is spray, feed. I don't even tongue feed it. I just drop the hoppers in. It hunts itself. It grabs them, and it's behind a cork bark, and that's how I leave it.
Yeah.
And I've had mine for 6 months, and I've had no problems with it. I've had 2 molts with it within 6 months, but people are losing them. It's like they're dying, and I'm like, how are they dying? Mine's fine.
Yeah, I guess it depends on where you live, how you keep them, all that kind of stuff. I've never had one, so I don't, I can't speak from experience, but I know a lot of people have trouble with the Carabiner versicolor. I bought one.
It's where you live. If you live in, say for example, I live in the north of England, and I buy something from the south of England, it's traveling to the north of England. It doesn't have time to climatize, so in a couple of days it's going to die.
Yeah, it's not the air quality as well, especially for the Vicky area and the others.
Yeah,
it's not climatized.
I mean, I bought one a while ago, a little Carabiner versicolor, tiny sling, and I was scared to death I was gonna kill it, so I was constantly fussing over it and everything, and I raised it up, no problems, to adulthood, and it matured male, so I sent it off for breeding, and so I ended up buying 3 more slings, and of those 3 slings, 2 of them died. They got a little bit of size to them to the point where they were just getting ready to change over from that blue to their adult colors, and then they just died, for whatever reason. But I still have the one, and that one's doing just fine. In fact, he's right here behind me. But unfortunately, I think he's male also. But he's trying to run back. Yeah, there you go.
Having my Hiroshima and having it as long as I have had, the only thing I do with it, pardon me, is I don't feed it every month. I don't feed it every week. I feed it every now and then. And that's probably why I've kept mine living as long as what people have had theirs. If they're getting theirs as adults, they're dying within 6 months. If they're getting theirs as slings, they're dying within. But I've kept mine going for over 6 months, and I just leave it be. I just feed it as and when, and it eats, and it my Iridopalma is the only tarantula I have actually had that has actually taken 2 prey items at once. Other tarantulas that I've tried doing with, I've never bothered with
that one's done it. That Asamani, it's at 4 crickets in one go.
4
greedy bugger it is.
Yeah. I've got 2 new wild arboreals at the moment. Wow. 2 species even.
What are you munching me for?
I've got Carabiner versicolor and the Avic. They're what I'm most scared of in my collection because I'm really allergic to type 2 urticating hairs. Yeah.
But how can you get? But Ben, how can you get? Type 2 hairs to fling at you when type 2 hairs are the opposite to normal terrestrials.
I was sexting a molt from. They rub it on you.
Yeah, but don't when terrestrials like the Brachypalma homore, they flick them from their bum. But is type 2? Are they flicking them from the other end?
No, that's Ephebopus, and I'm not sure which one that is. But type 2 is New World Arboreals.
Ephebopus murinus has them on the pedipalps, and they flick them out like that.
Rufescens does as well.
What about the Trixiopalma ocatig? They fire theirs literally.
Yeah,
they can. They aim. So have they got like a different? So I don't understand the difference between types of urticating hairs.
Like you've got, I think type 1, which is your basic New World terrestrial, like brackies, etc. Type 2, which are New World arboreal, apart from summer pairs, and then you've got type 3. Yeah, and then you've got type 3, which are Theraphosa, and then I can't remember the other 4.
So some pairs don't.
Yeah, they don't have them.
They don't have urticating hairs.
Yeah. And yeah, just to answer Arachnid King's question, I do have a Theraphosa sturmy.
And I don't have any Theraphosa.
Type 4. So 4, the sturmies and stuff, they're the worst. Or is that worse?
3 is Theraphosa.
Is there a 4?
There is a 4, but I can't remember. There's 7 types of common urticating hair.
That's pretty good that you keep all that in your head.
He's really intelligent, Ben.
I can tell.
It's like me with Koi Cat.
Oh, Alex, did you watch the stream last night?
I watched some of it, yeah. Yeah, I was in the middle of working on my video, so I didn't get to see much of it.
They were saying last night about, imagine if Alex had Richard's beer and Richard's if Alex had Richard's beard and Richard had Alex's beard.
Yeah, that'd be kind of neat. I might have to Photoshop that. It'd be funny to see.
Definitely. But I don't know what's going to be happening next weekend, because a lot of the guys have got a lot on next weekend. So I think it's only
I heard that.
It's only Jaden and Craig next weekend, I think.
Yeah, they might have to get some people to sub in, because last weekend or the weekend before, I ended up subbing for one of them because Craig was out, and who was it? Gar was subbing for another one, but he ended up falling asleep and left.
Yeah, I think you should. I think you should sub in next weekend, Halloween weekend.
Yeah, I'll see. I'll see if I have it going on.
Yeah,
they'll probably ask me. I don't know.
I like that. I love them guys.
Yeah, that's pretty fun.
Jaden and Craig are admins on the Exotic Creature Community, which is one of the groups that I moderate, and they're just so nice to talk to.
Oh yeah, definitely. Craig got a lot of background in a lot of Mantis stuff, and Jaden's new into the stuff, but he is so down to earth. He's unbelievable. He's just like, he doesn't care. Say about something, he'll come out with it. I think that's his London Southern stuff, you know. Whereas me, I'm always.
You're into your arboreal lizards, though, aren't you?
Who, me?
Rob? Yeah.
Oh, I'm into all sorts of things, Ben.
Weren't you going to get some cascaded iguanas or something like that?
I was going to, but the tank that I wanted to get had been sold, so I on the head.
Yeah.
And it was a massive Exoterra, and he sold it, and I was like, bummer. So that's been put on the head in a minute.
Yeah.
Because they are laid off from work, so that's another bummer as well.
Lewis, you say you keep koi?
Yeah, koi, Nishiki koi, yeah.
Yeah. Do you have like an aquarium, or do you have like an outdoor pond?
I have a pond made out of rattan with a waterfall and a water fountain, and it's got windows built into the liner.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I've done a video on it actually on here, Alex.
I'll have to look it up.
I've got a new koi pond, and it's super rare.
Very cool.
Stupidly rare.
Yeah.
To the point
they
where
can go for a lot of money.
To the point where I've been looking for it for 10 years.
And
I just randomly walked into a shop and they had one. And I was like, will you save it? And they're like, yep.
That's cool.
Lewis, can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Are you a Scouse?
Sort of, yes.
You sound like a Scouse.
I'm on the outskirts.
And Alex is like that. What's a Scouse?
Yeah, I'm asking. Yeah. I'm wondering that.
Have you heard of Liverpool, Alex?
Yeah, Liverpool.
It's their accent.
Oh, yeah. You see, I can detect it a little bit. Yep. And the only reason I know that is because of the Beatles, right? And
the amount of times when I was in the States, people asked me if I knew John Lennon.
Yeah, because that accent you kind of got, it sounds like kind of like Paul McCartney's accent. Yeah, that Liverpool accent.
Yeah,
wow.
Yeah.
That's pretty funny.
It gets worse when I'm annoyed. Really?
Come to my the Geordie accent. Newcastle.
Hello.
Newcastle.
Hello. Newcastle, yeah. Newcastle in England have a pronounced Geordie accent.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting how you can tell where people are from based on their accent. I
Yeah.
guess it's the same here, but it's not
Alex,
as
you've got
easily definable. I'm sorry?
you've got daughters, Alex.
I have one daughter, yeah.
Was she into Little Mix?
Was she into what?
Little Mix.
No, I don't think so.
But the band Little Mix, well, the group Little Mix, a couple of their singers are from Newcastle, England.
Oh, no, she never she's grown up listening to my music, so she's more into a lot of older stuff and she doesn't really listen to anything new.
Yeah, I don't listen to anything new.
I'm into old school rock and hip hop.
Yeah.
That's what I'm into. It's kind of a part of the culture, rap music down here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I grew up listening to what they called new wave back then, and it's old wave now.
Yeah.
But pretty much alternative music, alternative rock, that kind of stuff.
I listen a lot to Buddy Holly.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Angel and Tom, I don't know if you can tell from my shirt, I generally listen to a lot of David Bowie and Queen.
Queen, good choice.
I thought you were Ben. I thought you were a big Captain America fan then.
I was gonna ask you if you listen to Smashing Pumpkins because I think they have a shirt that has the star on it.
Yeah.
So going forth with channels, let's see what people are going to be doing in the future for their channels. Alex, where do you see your channel?
You broke up there at the end. I think you said something about where do I see my channel going in the future?
Yes.
Well, right now, I've been investing. I've been upgrading my camera, my lighting, and things since I got the new room. I kind of wanted to upgrade things a little bit more. And now that I've got the Patreon set up, and I'm also kind of bringing in a little bit more money as far as AdSense is concerned on YouTube. So pretty much just kind of working on the channel, getting it up a little bit more, mostly enclosures. I've got a hodgepodge of enclosures. I've got plastic tubs and Amex boxes, and then I've got some of the nicer, Exoterras and things like that. So I'd like to kind of make things a little bit more uniform and not have so much hodgepodge. But yeah, and then maybe start. I'm sorry.
Most people videos is it's all. It's not organized. You look at the background and it's not organized. It's like
mine's organized chaos.
I'd have all mine all organized in the background.
Yeah, and that's kind of a goal too, is to try to make things a little bit nicer and a little bit more, I guess, pleasing to the eye to look at as far as the background is concerned. And that's just, I guess, comes with time and money.
Yeah, it does. Money is the object of everything.
As to say, money makes the world go that round.
Can't do anything without money. I'd love to have a big wall full of tarantulas, but nah, money.
Right.
Money's the one.
Right. Yeah,
Lewis,
and I mean, and just because of the lack of space in here, I've kind of quit investing in any new tarantulas. So, I'm not looking to expand my collection until I start to shrink it a little bit. And I've got some mature males that I need to send off and all that kind of stuff. So that kind of makes room for maybe getting a couple more here and there. Thinking about investing in some, I guess, rarer species. Not necessarily like.
I think that's what I'll end up going towards, rare species, because over in Europe, we've got another 2 of the same species of the Celedonia. Yeah, there's another 2 species that have popped up from the same genus as hang on.
The Typhoclena.
Yeah.
I want a Diamancy Exilis, is it?
Exilis, probably, and the Chinaran, whatever it is. Oh, hang on.
Problem is, they're so expensive at the moment for a sling.
Yeah.
It's
I'm
like
sorry?
25 quid for a 0.5 sling.
Yeah.
It's quite expensive.
Yeah, I'd love to get into the rare stuff, but it's having the money to get into the rare stuff. So
and
I
imagine
Lewis, Lewis, where do you see your channel in the future?
Honestly, don't know. I'm just going with the flow. What happens, happens.
Yeah.
Just got to keep grinding.
What about you, Ben?
Recently, I've seen the Typhoclena Costa.
Yeah.
That one's been popping up recently, and then there's the there's Ama, which I have not even seen, and then Kuramim. So there's quite a few of those out there.
That's the one I've seen a lot.
Mentioned something I want to eventually add into my collection.
Yeah, and right now, the Typhoclena, the Celedonia, they're still questionable here because they're technically legal. But people have been producing them. I imagine they've probably been selling them here and there, but there's it's not being enforced, so they're getting around.
Well, 1 minute. I'm just going for the toilet. I'll be back in a minute. I'm just
TMI.
Kitten. Look at that. He doesn't leave my side.
Neither does my doggo, but she's pregnant.
No need to talk about your wife like that.
No, I'm on about my actual dog.
I'm only joking. These are
I don't have a wife. I don't even have a girlfriend. Me, can't bothered with them.
Right, I'll be back in touch. Get down.
More money to spend on animals.
That's the way to look at it. Hi, Diana. Yeah, we try to read the chat. At least I do.
I've already said this to her.
Sorry, sometimes it slips by.
We get distracted talking to each other.
I've also noticed, well, with isopods, like people are bringing in new Cubaris species, which aren't even Cubaris. They're just calling them that, so people would spend money on them.
Yeah, I've been getting into my isopods. I don't have very many. I have the Porcellia laevis, dairy cows, Porcellionoides, what is that? The orange, the powder orange.
Yeah.
And I've got the Armadillidium maculatum.
Yeah, the zebra.
Yeah, and I've been having success with all of them. The maculatum I was most concerned about because they like it partially dry,
Yeah.
and they actually produce. So I'm pretty happy about that. They've already got some babies in there. What do they call them,
Yeah.
mankai?
Yeah,
The
mankai.
babies. Yeah,
I got
and
yeah.
UK native ones.
Yeah.
You need some leaf litter in there, buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
I've got the Porcelio lavis.
There's leaf litter. It's
Dairy
just
cow.
mixed in.
The lavis tropical orange, pruinosis, tropical grey, Cubaris myrna, and the Porcelio Hoffman Segi, which are the big ones.
Oh yeah, those are the big ones, right? The Hoffman Segi.
Yeah, and they're pretty difficult.
Yeah, I've been wanting to get the Kluge, I think the clown ones.
Yeah,
I
they're
like
really
those
nice.
a lot. Yeah, I may come here really soon.
Yeah.
Them isotopes were intended to be food, but obviously my scorpion passed, didn't it?
Yeah.
Hey, Angel and Tom, you asked what time is it here? It is 5:18 here. It's kind of funny that you bring that up because I was all ready to go at 3 p.m. and I didn't realize that UK had gone back an hour.
Yeah.
Your time changed? Yeah, so I was saying it was 3 p.m. because normally it's 3 p.m. here when it's 8 o'clock your time, but it was actually 4 p.m. So I was on a little bit early waiting for your message, Lewis, and I was like, oh, it's not, maybe he canceled or something. And then I remembered from the live stream last night where everybody was talking about the time changing, and I was like, oh, the time probably changed. And I looked at my phone and looked it up. Sure enough. So yeah, I was off on my time, and I put a post on my YouTube channel that it was at 4 p.m. instead of 3 p.m. because we didn't. Yeah, ours doesn't change until November 1st.
Daylight saving. I think it's to do with the farmers. I think
right.
It's to do with the farmers over here. Daylight saving.
Nice.
We have where it goes forward, it goes backwards, just for the farmers.
Right. Yeah, our time doesn't change till November 1st. Arachnid King, how many tarantulas do I have? I've kind of lost track right now. My last count was about 120 something, but of course I've got lots of slings now, and I've got a few holdbacks, so I haven't counted those in yet. And I'm thinking I'm probably looking at over 200 right now, counting the slings and everything else. But that's not a permanent thing. Some of those are going to go and be sold and all that. So right now my numbers are questionable. I don't really have an accurate count.
Alex, here's a question. What do you watch most when it comes to inverts YouTube channels? Do you watch unboxings? Do you watch live streams, or do you listen to podcasts?
I like listening to podcasts. I listen to Tom's Big Spiders podcast, and I listen to Tarantula Collective's. I guess it's the Exotic Pet Collective, I think is what he goes by for his podcast. But I listen to both of those. As far as channels are concerned, I kind of like unboxings just because I like to see what people get, and those are always interesting to me. I like species specific stuff because I like to learn about the different tarantulas and species that I may not have. As far as husbandry is concerned, those are important to me. I don't really like anything that sensationalizes as far as the tarantulas slapping and being threatening and all that kind of stuff. Those things kind of turn me off. Feeding videos, it just depends. Sometimes I watch them, sometimes I don't. They get a little bit boring to me, and I don't know if you noticed, but I don't do tons and tons of feeding videos.
Feeding video, then you've seen them all.
Yeah, and that seems to be a lot of newer YouTubers will usually do feeding video after feeding video, and but I mean, people do like watching those. Yeah.
Once you've seen one unboxing video, you've seen them all.
Right. Yeah. And those, I mean, yeah, especially when you've got a lot of little brown slings and they might have different names, but they all look the same kind of thing, so you're not really seeing anything spectacular.
I'm trying to vary my content.
I think what made me kind of almost unpopular within the invertebrate keeping community was that I said, like, I get bored of one species after the next, and of course,
Balfouri for you, Ben.
Yeah, it's Balfouris. They're just everywhere, and I'm like, look, cool, you've got. I like your Balfouris, but you've posted them for the last 10 videos or whatever.
Yeah, and see, that's one of the things with me is I try to rotate, and I try to do different things. I don't like to stick with one particular thing. I'm sorry.
I think one thing with Balfouri is I think Balfouri are the Marvel of the tarantula hobby.
Don't like Balfouri.
Everyone likes Marvel movies, but once they're out there and everyone's talking about them, people get sick of it.
Yeah, like I've
never liked Balfouris. I'm never gonna get them.
See, I've had them in
communal, but I want at least 5 to 10, and that's my mix. That's it. Done.
Like, what I don't get as well is people having big communals, like 40, 50 odd, or even over 10. Just because if you look at them naturally, it says they can live communally in the wild. I doubt you're going to find 100 of them in one place.
Right, and I've kind of mentioned the same thing. It reaches a point where it's a little bit overkill, because when you have, say, 40, 50 in a communal, 100 in a communal, you don't know that you have that many because you can't keep track of them. And there's just absolutely no way that you're going to know they're thriving or not, if they're being cannibalized or what. I know that they're difficult to breed in a communal setting, so my communal sticks.
I understand the point where Ben's coming from. It's like watching your favorite movie over and over and over again, and eventually you're going to get sick of it.
Right.
It's just sometimes in these Facebook groups, it's just always in your face.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, I understand that people like that certain species of tarantula, but it's why is it always in my face kind of thing.
Yeah.
It's like me. I try to vary my content, not just inverts.
Yeah, like I will.
You got your snakes.
One snake. Yeah, like
I thought you had more than one snake because you got
I had two.
You got loads of chicks.
That's to last it a year.
What are the chicks for?
The royal.
You feed your royal on chicks?
No, mostly rats, but once in a while I'll give it a chick.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Yeah, just because it's good to vary the diet because they would in the wild.
Yeah.
I did have garter snakes, but they got too aggressive.
Garter
so I had to get rid of them. Yeah, I had garter snakes.
I've got a garter at the moment.
You had very aggressive garter snakes?
Yes, when I mean aggressive, I mean aggressive. They bit me like 8 times.
I would have kept them.
I would have done, but it's in my cousin's, and there's a 3-year-old cousin in there. So I've got to be careful what I have.
Well, I would have told your 3-year-old cousin not to handle them.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not that simple. I've got a lock on it now, but I didn't at the time.
Yeah.
Here's the thing I wanted to ask Alex. Alex, what's the difference between a cottonmouth and a water moccasin?
They're both the same thing. They're two different names that people give them, but some people refer to them as cottonmouth because they have the white inside their mouth, and that's typical behavior. If they're putting on a threat display, they open their mouth and gape it open, and you see that flash of white. Water moccasin, I really don't know where that came from. I guess it's some kind of Native American, term or something that they've applied to it. But yeah, they're one and the same. They're both the same species. They're just different names that they have for them.
Either way, it's going to mess you up if you get bit.
Yeah, yeah. And they're incredibly common here in Florida. So anywhere there's water, you usually kind of have to watch out for them. I don't even live near water, but there's a retention pond, and sometimes they'll get in there, and then they cross our path every now and then.
Or someone's swimming pool.
Yeah. Yep. Any body of water.
Hey Alex, did you see my video I did on history and genetics of koi carp?
I started watching it. I thought that was pretty interesting about how they started noticing the variations in the carp and started breeding for color, and it's a pretty cool thing.
Yeah. I thought it was an interesting topic to do because not many people have done it.
Right. Yeah.
Like, that's what I tried to do. I tried to stick to invertebrates not many people film about. So I had...
There's a lot of interest in mantids right now. A lot of people are starting to get into mantids. And
the thing is that that's not always a good thing, purely because it's a TikTok trend about orchid mantis, and Hymenopus coronatus aren't the most beginner-friendly species.
Right. And see, that's the thing that I don't see a lot of is husbandry videos on mantis, because they're not exactly the easiest things to keep sometimes, depending on species. I've kept ghost mantids, and I had a spiny flower mantis, and my daughter had a Asian shield mantis, I want to say. I don't remember the scientific names, but my ghost mantis, I mean, I had aspirations of breeding them. I had a male and a female, but my male died before the female, and it was before she was mature. And he matured first, and then she matured, and then she didn't last very long after that. So I'm assuming it was something that I did. Of course, my husbandry was bad, but there's not tons and tons of information out there as far as how to keep them. A lot of people keep them, but same thing with certain species of tarantula. And
were you feeding the ghosts crickets?
No, I was feeding it roaches.
Yeah. Okay, because that's one common thing I see: people feeding them crickets, and because their anatomies are so similar, just if a cricket has a disease, it's probably going to kill your mantis.
Right. So yeah, and you don't think about those kinds of things. And I mean, I've even seen where people have given them honey as a supplement, and that kind of gives them a little bit of other, like, extra energy and a difference in food.
Right, we were talking about that before.
Honey is okay if you want to get them to start eating again. Like, it kickstarts their digestive system, but it's not always great. Obviously not as a main diet, but
yeah. I've seen it. Like, I've seen one where they said, just to give it every now and then as a treat, and not too much of it.
Yeah, like there's a few different species of mantis, obviously.
Do you feed your mantises flies?
Yeah, I try to keep the flying prey, or I'll do roaches as well and mealworms.
But they don't take to crickets or small locusts, do they?
They'll eat locusts, just I wouldn't do crickets. Sorry, Lewis?
I said I've known them to eat calcium worms and wax worms sometimes.
Yeah, I tried to pupate them into the black soldier flies and the moths, just because it creates natural behavior. And there's a mantis family called the impusids, which are things like your devil's flower mantis, and
I've always
violin
been
mantis.
tempted by a mantis. It's just the lifespan outweighs the price. You know what I mean?
£8 for
I can't get deep. It's just husbandry and stuff.
So, husbandry for most of your beginner species is like 32-ounce cup with a lid like this, so that it can use a molting surface, and then that's done. Mist it once every 3 or 4 days, depending on species.
I was looking at a ghost or a orchid, I think it was. I was looking at.
Orchids are a little bit more difficult. They need high humidity and more ventilation.
Yeah. I've got you on speed dial low, Ben, so you can give me advice.
Yeah.
I know a guy here he's in Jacksonville, Florida, and he's the one I bought the mantids from, but he's got lots of different species, and I was keeping the ghost mantids, and I told him how I wanted what is it, the devil flower mantis? Is that what you said? Yeah. And he was talking about how, to get my husbandry down first before I try to get into something like that, because I'd probably definitely just kill it because it's a lot more difficult. I think he even said that they have a heat requirement.
Yeah, so that's 35 to 40 degrees Celsius. So you'll need a quite high intensity heat bulb. They can't climb smooth surfaces. They need flying prey, otherwise they'll just die. Yeah.
Ben, is it the ghost mantis that you could actually keep as a commune?
Well, they say that, but not really.
Yeah, they don't recommend it.
Sorry, I've got to get the back camera on while this is out.
Hey, real quick, let me answer this question here. Arachnid King asked if that we have a lot of invasive species in Florida. Yes, we do. Nile crocs, king cobras, anaconda. We got all kinds of stuff. And right now, they do have roundups where they try to get people out there to capture these invasive species, but they're not working. They're just continuing to establish themselves even deeper. So
you have sorry, Alex, can I just say you have Nile monitors as an invasive
Nile monitors? Yes. Yep. We got those too.
Yeah.
There's no one you don't have by the sounds of it.
No, we won't even have to go look for these we just
just go into the street.
I didn't think it was
iguana.
Just iguanas and pythons, not monitors.
Yeah,
they have all sorts of
tegus, monitors. Yeah, but the thing about it though is that Florida's long, and I guess about anything halfway up, we don't have that issue. But the warmer side, closer to the tropics, that's where they've established themselves. I'm northern Florida, so yeah, I don't have those species here.
You get all 3 seasons.
Yeah.
You get summer, winter, and autumn.
Arachnid King won't surprise me.
Yeah, and we don't get too cold. I mean, it does get down in the, I guess, I don't know what it is in Celsius, but 32 degrees is freezing here. The coldest I've seen it is in the 20s. So I imagine,
Do you guys have the water wells as well?
water wells.
Yeah, that as your main water source. Do you have water wells?
If you live in rural areas, right? I live in the city, so we have city water. But yeah, if you live in rural areas, you do have wells. Yep.
Okay, got you. So
Yeah.
how did that annual do after you released it, Alex?
What was that?
The annual.
Oh, he did fine. Yeah, the one I caught in my room. Yeah, it was fine. I just let it go out in the garden, and I'm assuming it's doing fine. There's so many here. They're real plentiful.
Are they an invasive species, anoles?
We have different types. There's the green one. I think it's like carolinensis is the species name.
Yeah.
Those are native. The green ones with the red dewlap, but there's brown ones, and we called them Cuban, but they're actually not Cuban. But the brown anoles are an invasive species. And then further south, this is another invasive in Florida. They have the night anole, which is a larger species, and they get probably maybe as big as your arm. Well, I'm kind of I can't. All right, so yeah, they're pretty big.
The
Which
Cuban
ones are named as the false chameleon?
Those are the bearded
The green anoles.
Are they the bearded animals that are?
Which one are you talking about? Do they get to that big or like that big? Because they're all called false chameleons.
Yeah, and they call them that just because they change color. They change from brown to green, and that's pretty much it, depending on their temperament. But this is the night anole.
Yeah, the night.
Yeah,
we can get them in the pet over here.
Yeah, and they've got the temperament of a tokay gecko. So
yeah, they are
pleasant.
Mean little suckers. But those are further south, and then we have the brown anole. And these are super common. I can go outside right now and see a bunch of them. And
you never thought about catching a few and just having them in a little enclosure? Oh, they look stunning.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
I
know people keep them other places. I wouldn't do that. I just they have a high light requirement. I'd have to have a UV lamp for them and everything. It wouldn't be worth the effort. And they're kind of territorial. The males are. So you can have a male to several females, but if you put another male in there, they'll fight.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty funny because you can go outside and you'll see them bobbing their heads and they've got their dewlap out. And usually, if you see one doing that, there's probably a female nearby or there's another male. And if there's another male, then you see them fighting sometimes and they run off.
Alex, I know you live in Jacksonville, but do you get many iguanas up your end?
We don't have iguanas here. It gets too cold here. Like I said, further south, it's still temperate enough for them to survive. It does get cold enough there to stun them, and that's a problem. It's kind of funny because we see it in the news every year. They get so cold that they become like catatonic, and they'll fall down from trees, and people will find them all over the ground, and they think they're dead, but they're actually just in a state of slumber. And once the sun gets going and they warm up, then they move around. But yeah, people will find them laying there on the ground and they'll be stunned from the cold, but they don't freeze to death. But up here where I live, they would, because it does get below freezing here sometimes, and that would kill them.
So what other stuff do you get up your end other than water moccasins? What do you get?
Yeah, mostly just the local species. We don't really get a whole lot of the invasives here. I just caught a corn snake. It actually wasn't a corn snake, it was a rat snake.
Yeah, rat snakes are more indigenous to North America.
Yeah.
Don't you
Yeah,
have
they're
Florida bark scorpions, Alex?
yeah, we have those.
We need a license for them over here.
No, yeah, you guys do. Yeah, yeah. It's a little rat snake I caught out in the yard.
No.
But
Yeah,
yeah,
was
I was surprised the Florida bark scorpion that y'all needed a license for those because I mean, I guess we have them locally, so I didn't really think that they were all that bad.
But when you get them locally, you can keep them.
Right.
Yeah.
Without
Right.
yeah. I was just wondering, did you ever get an identification on those Phrenus, the whip scorpions?
I think I finally got a positive one. They told me I had a couple people tell me that they think that they are the whitey eye, and
Yeah, that's
they said that there's different color variants depending on region. The ones that have the red dots on around the eyes, those are Nicaraguan, I think,
yeah,
and then the ones that I have are Honduran. So
yeah,
it's just a regional color form.
yeah. Anyway,
going back onto bark scorpions. I used to work for I used to work in a warehouse about 11 years ago, and they found a scorpion. It had come from South America, and they said it was a bark scorpion, and I think it was a bark scorpion, a South American one, but on its pincer, it had its normal pincer, but it also had another pincer underneath its pincer.
that can happen with, which is it's odd, but it still happens. Like I've seen, I think
it had a thorn underneath its pincer.
I think I saw someone with some heterometris with something like that. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go.
They said it was a bark scorpion. I know some.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's different. Oh,
Ben's
I don't know if. Do they have old world and new world scorpions?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, I would imagine just because they come from different parts of the globe, but I don't know as far as like with tarantulas, you have different levels of venom toxicity depending on whether they're old or new world.
Yeah.
I don't know if the same applies to scorpions.
Not sure.
Do the Florida bark scorpions have a little bit of a pinch coming off the base of their of their tail?
The Telson by the stinger?
Yeah.
I believe they do. I believe they have like an extra little notch on there.
I think that's what I had 11 years ago was a bark scorpion, but I couldn't say what it was at the time because bark scorpions weren't around at the time.
Yeah, if you can see how it's got that extra little point right below the stinger.
Yeah.
I love all scorpions, but it's just with the licensing, it's a bit of a pain. But yeah, in Europe, they can have whatever they want.
It depends on you. It depends in Europe though, because Europe have their own scorpions, whereas we have one species of scorpion in the UK.
European yellow-tailed.
Yeah,
it was brought over and
accumulate in one area of the UK.
Kent in Portsmouth now. They've got a small population in Kent now.
it's a large. It's probably. I think it's the largest group of that species that have ever been found.
They came over on the ship in the 1800s.
When it comes to Europe, Europe have got loads of different scorpions. Like a lot of scorpions that reproduce by themselves. Just like a scorpion species that you've got, Alex, that reproduce by themselves.
I've got a pathogenic too.
Yeah, there's I know the Titius stigmurus, which is like a Brazilian ground bark scorpion. I know that one's parthenogenic. I have the Hottentotta, which is also
Hottentotta. They're
yeah. And I think there's another Hottentotta. I forget the species name, but it's also parthenogenic.
I've got sea jarvie, they're pathogenic, and I've got pygmy wood scorpion.
Yeah, Ben's got two. Ben's got two species of wood
Selby that he added on before.
Adult size is about the size of a fucking dime.
Yeah, they are tiny.
And not too impressive, huh?
The sling is the sling I've got is 0.5 centimeter, microscopic, and that's after 4 months.
Feed it on nothing.
It's tiny.
Arachnid King. We do have a the Fliltocatl vagans. We have a population in Florida. It's confined because of there's canals in that area that keep them within a certain location. I think it's in Port St. Lucie is where they're supposedly located.
Is that invasive?
I'm sorry?
Is that invasive?
Yeah.
Yeah. And supposedly someone released some in the area. I do know that it was in the news a while ago. I think this happened in the 80s, but a while ago there was a movement to try to eradicate them, but they weren't successful. And as far as I understand, they're still there, but they kind of protect them now. The owners, the landowners, keep people from going there to try to get them and all that kind of stuff. So I guess they like them there.
I know a place in the UK that's got a channel catfishing.
So someone introduced Tilicartal wagons into North America.
Well, in Florida, Florida doesn't have any native tarantulas. I think that are from here, but we do have that species established. Yeah. But it's a very, very small range because of the canals that kind of keep them confined.
Okay. I suppose it's the same with our scorpions. They're confined into one area.
Yeah.
And one area only. The Isle of Shippey, I think. Shippey?
Yeah, Isle of Shippey in Kent.
Oh, there you go. Yeah. So an island is pretty keeping things within the island, right? And that's like those invasive African rats that they have out in the Florida Keys.
They're also in Portsmouth Dock as well, Rob.
Are they?
Yeah, in a certain wall there. That's where the largest population is, apparently.
I need to go down there and collect some specimens.
Yeah, I'll join you. I want one.
Yeah, the Arachnid King. Yeah, I'm sure they're probably breeding. I don't know. I wish I could go down there and get some video of them and just to see if anything's going on. I do know that there have been people that have gone looking for them, and either they won't allow them on the property or they've gone looking for them and they can't find any. So they may be gone as far as I know. So it's just a matter of finding out. But so far, nobody's really done anything about it.
Alex, what are your local arachnids? What can you find in your local? Say, for example, if you were to go out foraging a mile from where you live, what could you find?
We have lots of orb weavers. We've got the golden orb weaver. What is that? Nephila? I forget. Longipes or something like that. We also have the orchard weaver, and we've got several orb weavers. I can't remember all of them, but we do have huntsmen. Heteropoda villicella, I think, and I think that might even be a new species, but I'm not sure. But they're pretty common. Phidippus regis is native. The jumping spiders, we have lots of those. And
common. That's a very
wolf
common
spiders. Yeah, I know there's a species of fishing spider that we have, and not within a mile, but if I go up north to the Panhandle, the Florida Panhandle, there's a region where there are trapdoor spiders that are native, and they have the flat bottoms, very similar to the Chinese one, but they're small. They're very small, and those can only be found like in a specific area. It's like in a ravine somewhere.
Yeah, the common jumping spider that is available throughout the whole entire world for in the hobby is the Phidippus regis, and that comes from Florida.
Yep.
And
it's not just Florida, but like some of the southern United States.
Alex, do you get the bold? Is it bold jumping spiders?
Is that the Phidippus? Is that the Audax?
I think so. Yeah.
I think those are on the west coast.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, this is the Florida trapdoor that we get.
Ooh.
Yeah, and they're pretty nice.
Yeah.
Very similar to the Chinese.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah. Not the same pattern, but very similar.
Have you never wanted to go out and try and capture one, Alex?
I'd like to, but it's about 3 hours away from me, and not exactly easy to go find. Oh, my camera quit focusing there. Come on.
I'd just go and drive 3 hours and make an excuse, then go in the shop and go missing.
Yeah, it'd be worth the trip if I could find some. I mean, people like them in the pet trade too. So, but they're specifically in a certain region, and I don't know how easy it is to get there and get down there into that ravine. But it's called the ravine trapdoor spider, is what they call it.
It's be cool to own one.
Alex, how's your Black Widow doing?
It actually died. Yeah, the other day I noticed it was dead. I was like, so apparently it did do very well taking care of it. Yeah.
You don't get brown recluse where you're from, do you?
They're not real common. Supposedly they are within our range of distribution, but I don't usually see them. They're usually more toward the Midwest, northern states.
Where tarantula cat lives.
Yeah, I know, Ollie, mate.
Do I know? Oh yeah, where tarantula cat lives. Yeah. Apparently she gets a lot over there.
Yeah, she it must be a beacon on her house. Like
I know she's always fine.
Yeah, brown recluse, come and live at my house.
Yeah. Arachnid King, do I know the motives behind people releasing? Well, much of the pythons and all that kind of stuff, that was, I would imagine, accidental. That was a natural disaster that caused that. But there are people that bite off more than they can chew, as far as buying I'm trying to get this thing to focus. There it goes. Buying a species of snake or whatever that they can't handle once it gets adult size. And it's hard to get rid of something. I mean, a lot of people will try to sell off their animal or anything like that, but it's like nobody
Yeah.
wants it unless it's free. And
Why?
sometimes they don't even want it then once it gets that size. So what do? You know, do you kill the animal or do you go find somewhere and just let it go? And I think a lot of that has happened with a lot of these species.
You
Not
know,
to
I
mention,
like
you might have escapes too. If you have an animal that escapes and you can't retrieve it, then it's in the wild.
A
Alex, do
python
you not have
like
like
a kid.
Do I know?
Python is like the kid. The kid's gonna grow up. The python's gonna grow up. You can't get rid of it, can you?
Yeah, well, you
Yeah.
know, and that's the bad thing about like these reptile shows and stuff. And you go to a reptile show, and I mean, I remember when pythons were legal, and you could find a Burmese python for $50, $75, you know, and that's not that much when you're considering a big snake like that. And if they're small, nice and cute and handleable, but it doesn't take long before they're adult size, you know, and then they start outweighing you and they need more room. And a lot of people aren't prepared for that. They don't think that far ahead. It's just an impulse buy. And then what are you going to do? You know, so,
research.
right. Yeah. And a lot of people that go to these reptile shows sometimes go on a whim, you know, hey, let's go to this thing, and they go see it. And then next thing you know, they see something they just got to have, but they don't think about they don't think about what's going to happen in the future. You know, they're thinking about
Alex,
the here and now.
Alex, do you have like reptile rescue centers over there and stuff?
I think so. I think they have places where you can drop them off. I do know that some people, there are programs where they'll adopt them out. You know, they have agencies where they'll take in. I see a lot of bearded dragons, geckos, crested geckos, and sometimes you'll see them on Facebook groups, and people will try to adopt them out to people who want them. So, and you know, even in that, therein lies another issue where people would want them as breeders and so on, and they're not really serious about wanting a pet.
Yeah.
All right, guys. It's my night to cook supper, and I'm not exactly feeling well, so I'm gonna have to call it a night for today.
Man flu.
Hopefully do it again sometime.
Sure thing. Just let me know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I appreciate you having me on. It was nice talking to you guys.
Talk to you anyway, Alex. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Yep. And I'll see you guys later on. Bye, everybody.
Take care. I hope you get better soon.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Just me and you.
Yep, pretty much.
How you doing anyway, Lewis? You all right?
I'm not too bad. I've got loads of videos planned.
I can't see the chat. How many people you got in the chat?
4 at the moment. It's gone. The most we've had in is about 12.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was expecting it to be a bit bigger than this. But, hey,
it's not too bad. It's how it is, ain't it?
Yeah. True.
But I can't believe you're a Scouse.
Why? Didn't you not know?
I can tell by your accent you're a Scouse. But I was just thinking whether you're a blue or a red.
None. I don't support football.
That's not too bad then.
I support fishing, but not football.
So what are you going to be doing with your channel? Are you going to go through inverts or are you going to go through fish?
I'm doing a mix of all sorts, but I'm also going down urban exploring route, like fossil hunting and stuff.
Yeah.
Because I'm
That's
big
not
into
too bad.
fossils, so I'm gonna do like evolution and stuff.
I've set up my channel, but I'm thinking about what I want to do with my channel. And I'm more thinking of podcasting rather than doing the norm, what everyone else is doing. I'd rather do podcasting.
Me, I just do what I like, and hopefully people like it.
Yeah, I want to do podcasting. Me. So, how many tarantulas do you have in your collection, Lewis?
Currently, I have 3.
I've got 2. I did have 20 odd last year, but
yeah, but I've got 7.
I've got a lot.
I've got 7 at Scott's.
You got 7 at Scott's.
Yeah, I've also got a scorpion at Scott's and a millipede.
Have you? Are you going to get them back?
Yeah, he's growing them up for me.
I hope you do. Say again?
He's growing them up for me.
Is he?
Yeah.
Well, I hope you get them back.
I will. Trust me, I will.
Well, yeah. I hope you do.
I will. He looked after me last ones when I went to Egypt, and I got them back. I've also got a centipede here.
Oh, I wouldn't go into it. I probably would get 1 centipede. That's probably about it, but I don't know.
Yeah, that's me. I got drunk and ordered it. That's literally how it happened. I've got a Jeep.
You must have deep pockets.
I've got a Jeep Ultra.
You got a Grandma Stroller Pulcra?
Yeah.
Juvenile or?
I'd probably say medium juvie, maybe. I'm not sure. Small juvie.
Sexed or unsexed?
I got it for free.
Yeah?
Yeah, got it for free.
Not been sexed yet?
No, it's a bit too small.
Yeah.
Arachnid King, I'm not breeding any teas. Maybe scorpions down the line.
Scorpions are weird for breeding. Have you seen how they breed?
Yeah.
It's like rape.
Pretty much.
It's pretty much rape how they breed.
Yeah. I had an unusual scorpion from Madagascar, but it passed away yesterday.
Yeah, I've seen your post.
Yeah.
Not good.
No, weren't cheap either.
I'll bet. Well, with the Madagascar.
Weren't you meant to be doing Sober October?
Who, me? Yeah, I was, but I had a lot of stress on today, so I was like, fuck it.
Arachnid King, yeah, I'm possibly going BTS.
How do I get the chat? How do I end up? How do I see the chat?
I'm not sure. It should be at the side.
can't see the chat. Because
If
I'm on my phone.
yeah, I'm on my phone now. Do you want me to just tell you what they say?
Yeah, tell me what they're saying.
Arachnid King says, are you going BTS?
Next year, probably, yes.
Say, how far away is it from you?
300 miles.
How many hours?
If I was to get the bus to home, I'm from Coventry originally, so BTS is Warwick, so 7 hours on a bus.
It's probably about 2.5, 3 hours for me driving. Apparently underneath me it says click live chat near liking and disliking option. Rob,
Where's that?
it's, it says
Well, it's yours.
underneath.
It's
It
your
says
stream now, so it's going to be different.
Yeah, you should be able to get it up though.
Hang on, let
It
me
said
press on this one. No.
lucky you, Arachnid King. He's only 4 miles from BTS. That'd be dangerous. That if I ran out of money, I'd run back home and go and get some more. It'd be dangerous. That
I ain't worried about that.
I'm literally only going to see if there's trapdoors, and that's if I'm not going ham because I'm thinking about going ham.
You thinking about going to Germany?
Yeah, yeah. There's a load of us talking about going.
Yeah.
Yeah. It also depends on import laws and stuff though next year and that.
Well, especially with ham anyway. Everything goes with ham. You get all your fucking. You need a couple of grand to go to ham.
Yeah. I don't know. Depends if it's worth me or not.
Who said about me doing Sober October anyway? Who was it?
Angel and Tom's.
I lasted 25 days. I had some stress today, so I'm having a blowout. So tomorrow will be another day.
How's it going? Arachnid King, I really do not know. He's put, how's it going to work with all the social distancing and that, though? I don't have a clue.
Well, social distancing, going to work. It's just getting on the bus, going to work, working, getting back on the bus and going home. That's how it's been with me.
He says, no, I mean at the shows at BTS he's on about. Because he said...
I'll be drinking at them shows.
Yeah, no, he's saying how will social distancing work at the shows?
1 in, 1 out.
Yeah, I think they'll be selling tickets online and time slots. That's what I think they'll do it. Like,
no, I think it'll be 1 in, 1 out.
Not sure. It depends.
It'd be shit if it's 1 in, 1 out because
I don't think it would be. I think they'd let about 20 in, give them so long, and then.
No, I don't think anything will happen until next year. To be fair.
Yeah, I'm on about next year. I'm on about next year.
Yeah. It depends. It depends what goes on.
Yeah, it really does. Anything could happen from now and then.
One thing I hate the most in groups is when people ask, when are there going to be when are there going to be fucking this and this fucking stuff on, this stuff on, and people are expecting it to be on now, and it's like,
no, it's not safe at all. I said this year will be a write-off.
No shows are going to be on this year.
No, you might as well write a year off.
This year is a proper write-off.
Pretty much.
Halloween, bonfire night, it's all write-off.
Yep. Pretty much. Christmas might as well be a write-off also.
Christmas is a write-off anyway. Every year for me. I don't care for Christmas. About 1 minute.
Right, okay. That's hilarious. Right, I'll be back in a minute, guys.
Whoops. Where's Lewis gone? Lewis. I can't see this chat, so if anyone's saying hello. Hello. Hello, everyone in chat, whoever's in chat. I don't know how many people are in chat, But hope everyone's still here, and hope everyone enjoyed Alex from Trundle Haven. Lewis is planning on getting a lot more people in on his streams. Same as I am. I'm going to be doing a podcast channel only. What are you doing? Mia, what are you doing? So I got two cats. Two cats. Do you want to see? Mia, come here. Mia, Mia. Oh, you bugger. That didn't work. That didn't work at all. I don't even know what's going on in chat because I can't see chat. So. Oh, here comes Lewis. Hello, Lewis.
Hello. And it's still live. Nan, do you want me to end it? Or? No. Oh, when you're ready. Yeah. I'll end it soon. Sorry, I had to deal with something.
Lewis, you can end it whenever you like, dude.
No, I had to deal with something. I'm coming back now for a bit. Shattered me, man.
How many people in chat?
4, mate, apparently. 4 watching, but only 1 in the chat.
Oh, you might as well end it now, dude.
Yeah, well, in a sec. Yeah, I'll end it now, mate. See you, Rob.
See you later, dude. Have a good one. Peace out.
See ya. Bye, bye, bye.